Welcome to Living from the Inside Out with Holly Wade. Living from the Inside Out is about living fully, guided from your inside. Holly shares the wisdom of how your mind, body, and spirit are truly connected and that you deep down know your own answers. Holly and her guests will provide tips, practices, and inspirational stories to help you approach your life from your own heart. And here's Holly.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Holly with Holly Wade Wellness. Thanks for joining this week's episode of Living from the Inside Out. Let me ask you, are you in alignment? So there's obviously physical alignment, and what that means is what does your posture look like? How is your spine? Is it in alignment or is it out of alignment? And what will take it out of alignment is poor body mechanics. And that comes from activity or inactivity. It comes from learning to do exercises wrong and then repeating it. And what that does over time is it creates tension in our body. So let me give you a couple of examples. You might be sitting at your desk or in your car at the moment. Do you feel tension in your neck and shoulders? Well, when we're at our desks, when we're on our phones, and when we're driving, anything where our arms are to the front and things are kind of lower, we're dropping our head, which is taking it out of alignment, and our shoulders automatically hunch forward and up in order to meet that, that activity. And what that does is it creates this tightness in the chest, this weak upper back, and it throws our neck out of alignment. So you might get headaches, you might get muscle tension on a regular basis. So to counter that, which is what Lifetime Warrior is about, that's my 12-week program. So one of the things to counter that is that we need to support our bodies for our daily activities. That doesn't just mean athletics. It means your day-to-day life. We need to train our bodies for that so that we reduce tension in our bodies and our lives. So every now and then, what I'd like you to do is drop those shoulders down your back. Now, what you're going to do is actually find your shoulder blades and slide them down your back and let your heart lift up. Now, your rib cage might pull back a little bit as you do that, so it's right over your hips. Perfect. Now let's find the placement of our head. So find your ears and pull them back so they're right over your shoulders. Now you're going to find that your head lifts up a little bit and your eyes should gaze over the top of your computer. That is proper alignment for your upper body, for your neck and shoulders. Now this is alignment. How does that feel? When you're in correct posture, you should feel zero tension in your body, from zero muscle tension. You may feel tension from emotions that are locked up. That's a whole different ballgame. So let's talk about that aspect for a moment. So we have the physical alignment, and then we have the emotional alignment. All right, so emotions will get locked up in our cells. And then as our cells regenerate, that is programmed in the next cell, and the next cell, and the next cell, until we break that, which means we feel it, or we express it. So let's go with that example of tension in the neck and shoulders again. Most of the time when we're in this position, we're also clenching our jaw. Now, there's a few things going on here. Are you carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Are you protecting your heart? Are you sad? And that may be a result from being in this position. When you're down, your emotions will go down with it. So you can trick your body. You can trick your brain by changing the position in your body. If you look confident, you'll start to feel it. So it goes both ways. It's not just mind-body, it's also body-mind connection. So that's a really lovely trick to be able to quickly change things. And then the last thing, if you notice that you're clenching your jaw, are you not speaking up? Are you holding in anger over something? It all ties together. And this is what I mean by, are you out of alignment? Now, I want to go a little bit deeper here and use some examples. I see a lot of people in the health and wellness industry who do not look healthy, who don't necessarily practice what they teach. Maybe they represent a company through an MLM. Maybe they have a high stress job like a doctor or a nurse, and they're overweight, they smoke, they do all the things they know not to do. Maybe there's someone who isn't happy in their relationship at home, but they put on this happy front in all these aspects of their life outside of that. Or Facebook is this great life, this great grand life. But the deep, dark secret inside of them is that their life really doesn't match what they're portraying. This is what it means to be out of alignment. It's when your thoughts, beliefs, and actions do not line up. So take a look at yourself. What are you holding in your body? What are the emotions that you're holding in your body? And what are the actions that you're taking or not taking as a result that are holding you back? Because I guarantee once you take the action, once you speak up, if you know that that's what you need to do, and it's about having a difficult conversation. You can do it in love. It doesn't have to be a lash out. It's about doing those hard things, meaning eating well, getting enough sleep, taking care of your body, especially if that's something that you teach other people to do. It's about owning that. Whatever your business is, whatever your personal life is, it's about owning what you are about and not settling. That is mediocrity. That is average. Alignment is when we come into our integrity, and most people don't do it. See, when we are in our own integrity, it doesn't mean things aren't going to come at us. It doesn't mean people aren't going to challenge us. But when we stand in our integrity, we know what we're about. We know what we'll stand for, and so do other people. It commands respect. And the more you show up in integrity, the more others will follow suit. They may test you for a little bit just to make sure that you're really going to stand for that. So be ready for that. It doesn't mean that they won't follow later because you've proven yourself worthy. Do your actions line up with what you say? Do your thoughts, words, and actions, thoughts, beliefs, and actions all match in all aspects of your life? Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your career, your family. Because if they don't, that's the answer. That's where the tension lies. That's the thing that you need to work on to come back into alignment. I'm continually working on these things in myself. And right now, the area that I'm working on is the wealth. I'll full on admit it. I will put it out there. I'm working on my relationship with my money and changing those stories in my head and taking action, meaning I'm boldly showing up and willing to take on rejection, because you never know when that next person is going to come in and say, "Carl, you're exactly who I need." That's where I'm working on my integrity right now. We all have areas to work on, whether that's alignment in our body, alignment in our emotions, alignment in our life. So I just want to ask you or encourage you to dive in a little bit deeper and consider where you're out of alignment and where you need to come into alignment. Starting with your body is the fastest way to change things, because it's the fastest way when you experience it, when you can integrate it into your body through movement and play. It's the fastest way to rewire your brain and body. Being inundated with thoughts means, or that changing, that reprogramming just through thoughts or something like hypnosis, you have to hear that message hundreds of times for it to take hold. When you put action behind it, that's the fastest way to make a difference. If I can help you, let's get on a 30-minute call. They're free. And this is how I work with people to identify the problem and the solution, and to create an action step to get you closer to alignment. Because there's this continual dance between what's going on in our bodies and what's happening in our lives. And the more you are empowered to understand how to make those changes for yourself and to listen to those signals in your body, the more you are set up for success for the long haul. Because life isn't linear, and neither is your body. They're ever changing. So find me at holly@hollywadewellness.com, and let's schedule that 30-minute appointment. I'd love to hear from you, love to know how these messages are helping you, or what you would like to hear about, what subject would be helpful for you. Please send me a message, please email me, holly@hollywadewellness.com, and or schedule that 30-minute appointment, hollywadewellness.com to do so. Have a great week, everyone. Let's get more into alignment, because that's how we make change in this world. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you for joining us at Living from the Inside Out. Listen every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. To connect with Holly, just go to www.globalvoiceradio.com. Global Voice Radio is where your voice and your message is heard.